Hey up, Sofa Squad. We are live and welcome to another edition of On the Sofa. Um, no Sci Niece this week.
Oh,
But
oh, well, that's a really good co-host.
some of you, she,
What,
you know,
what is she doing, Mike? Being in hospital?
no, she's, something's come up and she can't make it. And
Mhm. It will involve ice cream.
you sound really echoey.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Hmm.
But here's the thing: I don't actually give a shit.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway,
You
shall we
used to,
crack?
you used to do your streams from inside your fucking kitchen cupboard. So I,
That's
I, I'm
true.
not, I'm not going to take your insult.
Fair enough. Shall we crack on then?
Yes, please. That was the audience.
Oh, Godless Sewing is saying, "Long live Lord Binface."
Yay! Hey, sewing. I'm not going to say what you are, but come and join. Come and play.
Right.
Just godless. Look at Mike's name. He's a racist.
Right. First of
PC
all,
McGarry number 452. Oh my god, I knew you were going to do this. This this is
well,
why I'm here. This is why I'm here, Mike. This is why I'm literally here. I want to talk about COD.
so we're at war with France.
Yay!
Yes, it's war.
Finally, the the cheesy eating surrender monkeys. We will win.
So Jersey officials hold talks with French fishermen over rights disputes. There they are, the gunships that they've
Oh my
sent
god.
to
I,
Jersey to
I can
protect our
literally
fish.
smell the French, Mike. I can smell the French and I'm disgusted. I can smell the garlic. Ooh.
So what's happening still? Why are we sending gunships to Jersey?
Oh, like you're asking me now because your fucking co-host isn't here. Dude, no, 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 no. That's not how this thing works. Get your notes out, read your script, and do your stream. I'm not your dancing monkey puppet.
Oh, okay. Uh, the article says this: Jersey officials are meeting French fishermen who have been protesting over their post-Brexit rights in an attempt to resolve the dispute. Two Royal Navy ships and two French vessels are patrolling near Jersey, while about 60 French and Jersey boats are at the island's St. Helier ports. French fishermen say their rights are unfairly restricted by licenses issued by the island under a new system. Number 10 said the PM has been in contact with Jersey officials over the row.
Okay. Uh, to be fair, and in case any of you people are worried that we're actually going to war with France, um, we've actually called off our navy, and by navy I mean two little boats. So it's all sorted now. We're all good.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was kind of really worried.
Mm. Invade France, save us, and all the Belgians will be grateful.
I love Belgium.
Belgium is where Ting Ting is from.
It's where I know that's Norway. So I'm shit at geography. Never mind. What actually comes from Belgium? Apart from Tintin.
Hercule Poirot.
So really shit things.
How dare you?
Mm.
It's the greatest detective who ever lived.
I'm going to send my navy to Belgium because Belgium is clearly crap.
And just in case people aren't aware, I've got some information about Jersey here.
Oh,
for Wikipedia.
You've got a Wikipedia. Oh,
yes. So officially, the bailiwick of Jersey is an island and self-governing British Crown dependency.
I totally love that word, by the way.
What, Crown dependency?
No, well, that's quite cool, but no, you weirdo. No, the other word that you said.
Bailiwick.
But I love that word so much because when I grow up, I want to be a bailiwick.
Anyway, it's near the coast of northwest France. It is the largest of the Channel Islands and is 22 kilometers or 14 miles from the Cotentin Peninsula of Normandy.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. The what peninsula? Did you just say
Cotentin.
Oh, okay, that's okay then.
And so it's off the coast of France, basically, northern France.
I'm just going to put this out there to side chat. I have no idea where the Cottaging Peninsula is, but give me a call.
Yeah, Robert X is saying Belgium, chocolate, beer, and more beer.
Yeah, I think we need to start a war with Belgium, to be honest, because they're clearly shit.
Greg is saying the First Minister of Overseas Affairs, Stoll.
This is correct. Greg knows how the world works, and he's quite sound, is Greg. But I do believe that Belgium is somewhat shit, because according to Mike, all they've ever given us is, well, they haven't given us any fish, so they can fuck off. Hercule Poirot and that stupid thing that you said. So Tintin, yeah, that thing. Yeah. Greg, I'm going to start a war with Belgium.
Robert X is saying, when Stoll grows up, yeah, that will never happen. That is, what is that for an idle threat?
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and be very polite because I'm the only person here. Your co-host couldn't be asked to show up, so. I do really like. I'm not going to do it, Mike, but I do really love the theme from Allo.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm finding it hilariously funny that we now apparently hate the French.
But Sun readers have always hated the French.
Of course.
Remember the infamous front page headline, "Up yours, Delors."
Well, for the benefit of the non-racists who are watching this, there's a weird thing that British, and by British I mean English, they still have this weird obsession about hating the French people. It's a really weird thing that I really don't understand and never will. Fun fact: today is the anniversary of that battle that happened 200 years ago. Don't ask me what it was, babe. I think it was that guy. Oh, it was the ABBA thing.
Which battle?
Oh, which battle? I'm glad you asked. My, at Waterloo. No, I'm not going to do it.
Oh,
But
Waterloo.
You just got yourself a copyright strike there. I think I'm not incorrect in saying that it was 200 years ago. It probably wasn't Waterloo. It was the guy that had damn, what's his name?
Napoleon.
That's the guy. I think so, yeah.
Godless Owen is saying, I've been to France and the French are amazing people. Yes, I agree, Godless Owen.
That was the shittest TripAdvisor review ever. Godless, do better.
Waterloo was 1815, says Robert X.
Well, Robert X is a fucking shit at history, so something happened 200 years ago today. I can't remember what the hell it is, but it's an important thing that involves French people.
Okay. Agincourt.
Don't be silly.
Oh, okay. Anyway, moving on.
And you know that's not going to happen when I'm around. I bet you're missing your co-host, I bet you're missing your co-host.
Talking of boats, there's a new royal yacht named after Prince Philip to be commissioned within weeks, costing as much as £200 million.
Oh dear.
There it is. There's a picture of the Britannia, which was commissioned in 1997. So I guess it's going to look something like that. A new royal yacht is to be commissioned by the government and named after Prince Philip, according to reports. It would be a successor to HMY Britannia, which was decommissioned in 1997. The Duke of Edinburgh was Lord High Admiral from 2011 until his death earlier this year and served in the Royal Navy during the Second World War. The Daily Telegraph reports that the new yacht will be announced by Prime Minister Boris Johnson within weeks. The cost of building the vessel could be as much as £200 million, with MPs calling for the ship to be built in the UK. Downing Street has not denied the reports, with a spokesperson saying the Prime Minister has an exciting vision for shipbuilding in this country and is committed to making the UK a shipbuilding superpower. So, what do we think about this?
Oh, fuck! Don't get me started. I'm still struggling because here's the thing, Mike. It's 44 minutes past 10, and I haven't watched the results yet, so I'm kind of a bit nervy.
Okay.
But anywho, no, it was complete bullshit because the Queen or the royal family do not get to make such decisions.
It's not them making the decisions, it's our government.
No, what? Whoa. Rewind. It's the. I'm trying my best not to swear. It isn't our government. It's the fucking. Yeah, I'm not going to do that word. Oh, this is so difficult. It's the people who have the power who are doing a publicity stunt.
Well, yes. It is a publicity stunt.
The Queen or the royal family, and again, I'm talking to side chat, because Americans tend to not understand this. We don't actually run around bowing and Can't say that fucking word. Curtsying to these people.
No.
The people who make these decisions
Mm.
is the government. And by government, I mean that fucking mop-headed fucking twat.
Yes. The African humanist is saying, who needs a £200 million yacht when people are going hungry in the world? That's a good question. And see, the thing is, I always thought that the Conservative Party were supposed to conserve money, not spend it willy-nilly, but they're splashing about money like there's no tomorrow. You know, how are they conservative?
This is one of the weird things in life, because we use these words, conservative, and we also use the word, well, I don't particularly use this word, but some people also use the word progressive.
Yes.
I don't get why the word progressive is a bad thing, because the opposite progressive means we're going backwards in time. I didn't bring any notes to this, Mike. I'm really sorry.
No,
I'm just babbling. I'm just babbling.
No, it's cool. It's fine.
I'm bringing nothing to this game.
I think you're bringing more than you realise.
Oh, by the way, I wouldn't usually do this, but hey, buy Mike's book.
Oh, thanks. I think I put a link in the description, actually. So yeah, you can buy. You can. You can buy my book.
He thinks he's put a link in.
And but they, you know, they're famous for saying there's no magic money tree. There's no magic money tree for the NHS. There's no magic money tree for nurses' bursaries. There's no magic money tree to house the homeless. There's no magic money tree for the police, for the fire department, for local fire departments.
You know, all these things are very true, but the one that pisses me off mostly,
right.
You remember, was it this year or last year? Don't remember. COVID brain. Do you remember how they don't want to feed children?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit shitty.
Yeah. But there's plenty of money for a royal yacht, apparently.
You know, listen, you know how this works, Mike. I'm a very well-behaved boy, and I never swear. I never say bad words. I'm literally biting my tongue here because this is the weirdest week ever, and I'm not going to talk about COD. I wish I could, because if I could talk about COD, I would do it for 2 hours.
I know you would.
This would explain to people inside chat, lovely people inside chat, who don't necessarily understand what this country now is. And my new thing, and I've said this a few times on Twitters today, the UK is now Benny Hill.
Yes.
It's a fucking joke.
Yes. Anywho, I suppose we better talk about the local elections.
No, are we allowed to do that, Mike? Yes, we are. I'm checking my watch. We are now legally allowed to do that.
And the BBC News have got a simple guide for us.
A simple guide.
Yeah, a simple guide to English council elections.
To be fair, she does look like a nice simple guide.
Where are they taking place? Local council elections are happening in England, but not in all areas. Approximately 28 million people will be able to vote for about 4,650 positions of power.
Did you find, Mike?
Yeah.
You know, I bring an extra thing to your show. So, at what time did you vote today?
I didn't vote today. Actually, I postal voted.
Oh, I was so ready to absolutely kick you in the balls, but then you brought it back. At the end, you brought it back. You were so going to get a twatting from me, but you did a good thing. How many things did you have to tick?
I two things. One for the West Yorkshire mayor, and one for my local councillor. I think some for local for the local council.
Mm-hmm. Do you not think that maybe you were supposed to tick 3 things?
Well, this is it. You see, it depends. Because there are different councils. There are different types of councils. I think some people have in some areas there's a 2-tier council, and in some areas there's a 1-tier council. In some areas you've just got the council that does everything, and in other areas you've got the council, and then you've got the district council.
Yeah, I had to do 2 things, but the usual one is just like tick this box. That's fine. I can do that. That's easy peasy. But I now had a 3-foot-long yellow thing where I have to do, and this is going to scare the Americans.
Yeah,
proportional representation, and I had to make 2 choices.
Yeah, so did I for the mayor. A first choice and a second choice.
Mike, we will not be giving any clues on how we voted.
Okay.
No, go for it. I don't care. It's after 10. We're allowed to.
Yeah. Well, I voted. My first choice for West Yorkshire mayor was the Green Party candidate.
Mm-hmm.
My second choice was the Labour candidate. So there you go. There you have it. You heard it here first.
Breaking news.
And
I'll tell you a quick funny. And if anybody's seen my Twitters, which they haven't because I'm a nobody, it was actually amusing because I rocked up at the polling place.
Yeah.
And I put my hand in my inside jacket pocket and thought, shit, I haven't got any face mask. So I felt like a dick. And I went into the polling place, which incidentally was my primary school, and the guy said, "Whoa, scrub your hands, get a mask."
Okay.
And I was really told off. But the weird thing was, I'm fully in favour of all the COVID laws. Brilliant, bring it on. But I accidentally walked out, or I tried to walk out the way I came in.
Yeah.
I got a massive twatting because not that it makes any fucking difference, but I had to walk out through a weird door that I've never seen before. This is a primary school that I went to when I was a kid. I've never seen that door before, but I had to go through it and walk through some weird hopscotch kind of kid jumpy games and all kind of weird shit. It was surreal.
Yeah.
And there was only me. There was only me there. So yay.
So anyway, basically, it says here, local councils are responsible for providing many of our public services. For example, providing care for the elderly and disabled, fixing potholes on some roads, collecting
Oh,
rubbish.
who's saying that?
The
Who's?
BBC,
Oh, okay. So
providing
okay.
libraries, planning applications.
So is this what the BBC? Is this like an educational thing? Is this teaching people what a council is?
Yes.
Oh my fuck! I love
And
the BBC so much.
there's a very useful, colourful chart here explaining the different types of councils.
Oh, this will be awesome.
There's the town or parish council, which is the smallest type of council.
This is not a real thing.
It is, yeah.
Oh my fuck!
Responsible for local issues.
I
Like
don't
a
want
lot-
to say. I don't.
like
I really don't want to say the B word, Mike. But
Yeah.
do you understand why English people are fucking stupid?
Then there's the district council. Responsibilities include bin collections, parks, and local planning.
Well, fuck me. I never knew that.
There's the county council, provides services across the whole country, such as road maintenance, schools, and libraries.
This is not a real thing.
And then there's the unitary authority, a type of council that provides all local government services, including housing. So that's what we're voting for, or that's what we've been voting for today. Yeah,
Damn, I did it wrong, Mike. I wish I had all this information at hand before, because I did not know this. Damn. Damn you, BBC. Defund the BBC. Hashtag.
It's just for the for the benefit of those watching, who especially our American viewers who may not understand how local councils operate and what the significance of these local council elections are. So I thought I'd try to get some clarity from the good old Auntie Beeb.
Should I just paraphrase this and make it succinct?
If you like.
Thank you. We don't vote in them because we're stupid and we're idiots. So there you go.
Okay. Thank you. And
you're welcome, Mike.
This brings us on to our next topic.
I'm beginning to feel that I might be a slightly bit better than your co-host, who isn't here.
But if Londoners are voting for their London mayor.
Oh, here we go.
And Count Binface is running, and he's hoping to be London's first alien mayor.
I fully support Count Binface.
There he is. As a mayoral candidate, you might think, hearing that you have 500 to 1 odds of winning would be disappointing. But for an extraterrestrial space warrior like me, trying to take control of Earth's greatest city, I think I'm a good value bet, especially as it's only my first go. People ask me why I got into politics in the first place, and the answer is pretty simple. Sheer, naked, unbridled power, and my restless urge to restore CFAX to the galaxy.
This is what I'm going to vote for.
For
However, I've got to call you up on this one, Mike, because
Yeah.
the CFAX thing, that's only for people who live within the M25.
That's right. Yes.
So, you know, think about it before you vote.
But if I lived within the M25, I'd definitely vote for Count Binface because I want CFAX. Yes, thanks to Greg. I'm loving this, he says. And Godless Sewing says, I'm a fan of aliens.
Well, he's just a racist. Here's the thing. We all want CFAX. So
Yeah.
when I next stand for election, that will be my number one thing on my manifesto. CFAX for all.
Yes. He says, I believe that I'm the only candidate whose manifesto offers something for everyone, whether it's price capping croissants at £1, tying government ministers' pay to that of nurses for 100 years, renaming London Bridge after Phoebe Waller, or using royal palaces to shelter the homeless. I'm here to give London back to its humans.
I'm a big fan of renaming things. Yesterday, I decided that my left foot would be called Arlene Foster.
And why not? Greg says, to Binface, we're the aliens. Fair point.
You've actually missed out on a bit of a classic here, Mike, because
What's that?
are you aware of who Arlene Foster's replacement is going to be?
No, I'm not.
Oh my fucking God. I'll leave it till next week's show because you'll laugh your dick off.
Okay.
I'll give you clues. In fact, I'll give clues to the people inside chat. The best replacement for Arlene Foster is a person who believes that the Earth is 6,000 years old. I'm not making this up. That's a true thing. I'm not making this up.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I've learned a lot of things about the DUP in the past week, and I can tell you this with honesty. They're fucking weirdos.
Oh, yes, here we go. I found the relevant article. Let's stop talking about Count Binface. And I'll just share this instead. So, right. Yes. Edwin Poots, 55.
Yeah, that's the fucker.
Stormont's agriculture minister and an early front runner. As a young Earth creationist who believes the planet is only 6,000 years old, and as someone who has opposed gay adoption in the past, Poots has plenty of appeal in the hardline conservative end of the party. Unhappy with Foster's relatively centrist approach, but he is also a political pragmatist. As health minister, he brushed aside opposition to plans for an all-Ireland solution to child heart surgery and sealed a deal on it with Dublin.
Just to be serious for 1 second.
Yeah.
Back in Theresa May's government, they had to give, I think it was 10 billion with a B pounds to the DUP
Yeah.
so that they would be their friends.
Yes.
Friends. And they are crazy fuckers. I've got to say this.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on the DUP. I've learned a lot in the past week, and I can say, without wanting to sound like a bit of a dick, but they're fucking mental as fuck.
Hmm.
They think that God put dinosaur bones into the ground
Yes.
to test us. Just saying.
Yeah. And
Also, his surname is really shit, so fuck him.
on the Brexit protocol, he also showed willingness to make it work, but said his application had been oppressive, burdensome, and frankly ridiculous. What in the name of goodness has that got to do with a pizza ending up on a table in Belfast? He said.
Mm-hmm. For the benefit of our American viewers, Northern Ireland is a bit of a funny situation, obviously, to put it lightly, kind of bombs and shit, but there's a bit of a religion thing going on.
Yeah.
These are, I don't want to say that they're crazy motherfuckers, but they're kind of crazy motherfuckers. They don't believe in the right to, you know where I'm going. They don't like all that modern, that newfangled stuff.
Yeah.
They don't like the gays.
No, they don't.
I wanted to talk about COD, Mike, but now you're making me talk about political stuff.
And they're against abortion as well.
They're against everything.
Yeah.
The reason why Eileen Foster has been ousted is because she abstained from a vote about I'm going to put this in inverted commas. She abstained from a vote about gay conversion therapy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
And so she was considered not hardline enough.
No, exactly.
And so, oh God, I live in a fucking clown world. And so then they're now going to get Mr. Poots to be the leader who thinks that the earth is 6,000 years old.
You couldn't make this up, could you?
You could not make this shit up. You really couldn't.
No.
Did you buy some? Did you stock up with the cod, Mike?
Not yet. No.
I'm just saying. I'm really kind of obsessed about the cod thing.
Yes, you are, aren't you?
I'm very obsessed about this. Get some cod.
Yes, I think I will tomorrow.
Stock up on the cod.
Anyway, are you ready for some Tory twats?
Hashtag Codgate.
And now we've got Tory.
That was slick.
Now for some Tory twats. Guess who our first Tory twat is?
Oh, can I guess, please? Is this a game show? Do I win a prize?
Yes.
If I guess correctly, do I win a prize? Can I have a speedbot, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay. The first Tory twat. Is it the one from Faversham?
I'm not sure actually.
To To be honest, they're all the same. But I thought I'd kind of throw this one out there because she is an absolute idiot. She's got blonde hair, and
Say the name.
I'm not going to say the name because I'll get sent to prison.
It's your friend and mine, Nadine Dorris.
Oh, that dirty fucking evil twat of a cunt.
You want to get me banned, don't you?
Yes, I do. This fucking bit. Sorry, I should not do this, but that fucking evil piece of shit is a moron.
But she's come under fire this week because she claimed that the Tories created twice as many jobs in Hartlepool as there are people.
Which is a ridiculously funny thing anyway. But if you actually zoom in on that tweet, bearing in mind she's the MP for Hartlepool, she spelled Hartlepool wrong.
Yes. Yes, she did. But it says this: the local and mayoral elections are due to take place in a couple of days. Well, tonight now. Actually, they've finished. But the constituency of Hartlepool will also hold a by-election after the resignation of its MP. It would be a feather in the cap of the Conservatives to take the traditional Labour seat, so Tory MPs have been making their case on social media. Nadine Dorris decided to wave the flag for Boris Johnson's job creation. And her tweet says this: Boris Johnson has delivered Brexit, trade deals and jobs for Hartlepool, along with Freeport and 180,000 well-paid jobs. Conservatives deliver, we get stuff done. Hashtag Hartlepool by-election. And you're absolutely right. She spelt Hartlepool wrong.
I'm always right.
There was at least one problem with her claim. And there's a tweet here responding to her tweet saying, is Nadine Dorris the thickest person ever to have walked the halls of power in the UK? And hashtag Hartlepool by-election, hashtag never vote Conservative. And he's highlighted her claim of the 180,000 well-paid jobs, and also highlighted that the population of Hartlepool is only 92,000.
This is what we have to fucking cope with.
Yeah.
They walk amongst us.
There's another tweet here. Not Andrea Jenkins MP tweeted this: please join me and Nads next month for our new podcast, Faint by Numbers, where we'll cover topics such as claiming we've created twice as many jobs as residents and that we'll build 40 new hospitals.
Oh, I love that classic. This is one of my favourites. The 40 new hospitals thing. Oh my gosh. I love that one.
Get a Grip tweeted this: I'm from Sheffield. We've delivered 180,000 Premier League football teams. Am I doing it right? Hashtag never vote Conservative. And Sue Perkins tweeted this: has Boris personally doubled the population? Steve Pears tweeted, can't spell the constituency, claims twice as many jobs as residents. Just phoning it in now.
How does this even happen?
Michael Govan Reddy. He's a great person to follow on Twitter, by the way. With 92,000 residents, the Conservative Party have secured almost 2 jobs for every person in Hartlepool, Another great example of Tory double standards. Scarsy tweeted, Nadine taking the Priti Patel route with numbers.
Oh, do not say that name.
You know who tweeted, to be fair, everyone has to work 2 jobs now. And the final one, Grandmother Loza tweeted, define well paid, please, Nadine. According to your Prime Minister, £167,000, free housing and generous expenses aren't enough to live on.
I think we're after 10 p.m, so I'm allowed to do this, Mike, okay?
Yes.
Go Loza, go Loza, stand up for your free speech. Go Loza, go Loza.
he can suck a Loza.
What a bell end.
Greg is saying, Will Godless Sewing, shall we compare this one with Marjorie Taylor Greene?
She's a special bag of crazy, obviously. But
Will saying, well, that's an awesome comparison, Greg Hartwick.
She's a special bag of crazy, but here is the thing, news monkeys. The UK is now a fucking bag of crazy monkeys.
And,
we're almost beating you.
Yes. And from one Tory twat to the next one, we're going to talk about Boris Johnson.
Oh, no. If it's about wallpaper, I will report you to the YouTubes.
No, it's
this
not
is about COD. This is about COD.
Boris Johnson's brother got a top job with Dyson just before that text exchange.
What a sucker. That was a really funny joke.
It was actually, yes. So, yes, Boris Johnson's brother, Joe Johnson, pictured there. Boris Johnson's brother, this is from the Canary. Boris Johnson's brother got a job with James Dyson just weeks before the Hoover magnate was texting the PM. The revelation raises further questions about the links between the government and Dyson. It's also emblematic of the cozy relationships between the Tories and big business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a revolving door, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those stupid revolving doors that we get stuck in and we bump our heads on. When was the last time you went through a revolving door, Mike?
A long time ago, actually.
Now you think about it. I'm just putting this out there. I'm putting my ideas into the marketplace of thought.
Okay.
I'm going nowhere with it, but literally, when was the last time you went through one of those revolving doors?
I can't remember, actually.
There you go. This is why you should always listen to Jordan Peterson.
The Canary article goes on. Hoovering up tax. As the Canary previously reported, Johnson has been at the centre of another scandal. A series of text messages between Johnson and Dyson after the latter was unable to get the assurances he was seeking from the Treasury. The exchanges took place in March last year at the start of the pandemic. It was when the government was appealing to firms to supply ventilators because it was worried the NHS could run out. So Dyson wrote to the Treasury. He asked for an assurance his staff would not pay extra tax if they came to the UK to work on the project. But when he failed to receive a reply, he took up the matter directly with the Prime Minister. And there's a mock-up. There's a mock-up here of the text exchange. James, we are ready, but nobody seems to want us to proceed. Sadly, James. Boris Johnson, I'll fix it tomorrow. We need you. It looks fantastic. Rishi says it's fixed. We need you here. Thanks. I'll give you the ventilator, all, James. Dear Boris, I'm afraid that we need a response to our letter below from Rishi, please. We really need Rishi to answer the letter we sent attached now, or to make the position clear. Rishi has fixed the country day count issue, but not work days. The former is now covered under an exceptional circumstances umbrella. Work days are not. So he has freed up your ability to be in the UK, but not to work here, even in support of this national emergency. Boris Johnson, James, I am the First Lord of the Treasury, and you can take it that we are backing you to do what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So Johnson essentially claimed there's nothing to see here, but he also said he would publish the text messages. So far, this hasn't happened. Also, as the Canary previously reported, it's still not clear if Dyson got any tax breaks for his staff or not. This is despite the ventilators in question never being supplied. But now it's come to light that there's a direct Johnson family connection to Dyson. And it started just before Dyson himself was lobbying the PM. The Twitter account, My Little Crony, was created by student Sophie Hill. The account has put out that Johnson's brother Joseph Edmund, known as Joe, works for Dyson, as they tweeted. Fortunately, in 2019, his brother takes over as PM, and Joe Johnson lands back in cabinet as Minister for Universities. A few months later, he resigns again, citing unresolvable tension. But Joe Johnson wouldn't be out of work for long. After standing down as an MP in the December 2019 election, he waits just a couple of months before taking a cushy job as non-executive director at the Dyson Institute. And there's a screenshot of the information there. Joe got the job on the 18th of February 2020. So as My Little Crony pointed out, but Joe Johnson wouldn't be out of work for long. Oh, we've just read this bit. The company is listed as Dyson Technical Training Limited, but its front-facing name is the Dyson Institute of Engineering and Technology. It's a higher education provider. The Dyson Institute specializes in training engineers. And I'll just skip a bit. The corruption that doesn't lose suction. There's nothing to indicate Joe has done anything wrong. He's no longer an MP, and the parliamentary watchdog on former MPs' new jobs didn't seem to have an issue with Joe's new role. It is led by Tory Lord Pickles.
There is. Did you just say Pickles?
Yes.
Oh fuck! It's always fucking Pickles. Jesus. Yeah. I hate that fat twat. Sorry, bad language, not body shaming, but he's an absolute cunt. He really is. I was not aware that Johnson's brother was now a cock.
So the canary conclude by saying this. Now, if you had a suspicious mind, you could ponder whether or not Joe had a quiet word with his brother on behalf of Tyson.
Was that a cue for me to do some music?
No.
I'm caught in a trap.
The canary couldn't possibly comment. You can make up your own mind.
I will do it.
So, yeah, is this
We
crony?
can go on together.
Oh. Finished?
No. No, totally not, because I've never done this before. Also, I've got Peter in my life. I've never broken anybody's channel by singing Elvis Presley songs before. Mike, you're the first.
Oh.
We're caught in a trap. Continue.
And so, what do you think about it? Is this? I suppose technically, he hasn't done anything wrong. But this is another example, of cronyism. It's not a good look, is it? Let's face it.
It is not a good look, but here is the thing. That was a really nice pizza. Here's the thing. It's what time are we on? 11:27. So we're going to find out if it's a good thing or not, because hey ho, elections and shit.
But
here's a hint.
Hmm.
The Conservatives will still vote for the Conservatives.
Yes.
I heard a really funny thing on the radio today. They were interviewing people in Hartlepool, would you believe? And I can't do a northeastern accent, but the first clip that they played was a very intelligent gentleman who said, "Why aye?" This is me doing a northeastern. "Why aye?" he said. Won't be voting for the bloody Labour because he voted against the Brexit.
Yes, but
I should probably work on that northeastern accent, because that was not very good. But I do like saying "Hey."
But this is the thing, isn't it? People like Tom Watson and who else? And other people, other people like him, on the right side of the Labour Party, were all putting pressure on Corbyn to include a second referendum option, in the manifesto. And some people argue that that is what lost Labour the election, because they wanted to get Brexit done. They wanted it over and done with.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just checking my notes. How's that going? Is it done yet? I keep going back to page 43 in my notes, and it's all about COD. I'm going to make myself an Elvis Presley tribute act, and I will sing Elvis Presley song in a Tyneside accent, and my songs will all be about cod.
And I just want to play a quick video by.
Do you know
my
what I
son-
really want to do now? Mike, you know what I'm going to do now, don't you?
What's this?
You remember Vic Reeves, don't you?
Yes.
I kind of want to do a bit of pub singing now.
But I'm going to play a quick. This is our last item. And this is a video made by someone called Samuel K on Twitter. Right, share audio.
I was actually watching an Elvis Presley video last night. That's a true thing.
Okay.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
1992 to a
Hang on.
23% surplus. After years of centrists telling us to look forwards and not backwards, it seems they just can't help themselves from blaming Corbyn for the results of an election that hasn't even happened yet.
But it takes time when you're in opposition. When you've had a knockout blow like we had in 2019, you can't do it in a year.
Let's get one thing straight. Whatever happens in the local elections should be attributed to the new leadership, not Corbyn, not some left-wing voters calling Starmer thief, but the new leadership. The main issue I have with the argument between Tom Watson and other centrists is that they're happy to waltz from TV studio to TV studio talking about how badly the party performed in 2019. Yet strangely, they're never in the mood to honestly discuss their own contributions to why we had this knockout blow. For example, hey Tom Watson, is this you? You, Starmer and other highly influential figures in the party put enormous pressure on Corbyn to back a second referendum, a policy widely seen as the beginning of the end for Labour's electoral chances, considering 52 out of the 60 seats we lost from 2017 were Leave voting seats. And just on a side, this statement is wrong.
But it takes time when you're in opposition. You can't do it in a year.
Former Labour leader John Smith turned a 7% deficit against the Tories in April 1992 to a 23% surplus in the space of 6 months before he unfortunately died of a heart attack. Those attempting to shift the focus away from Starmer's disastrous leadership and onto a man that's not even a Labour MP anymore is a joke. They were happy to launch coups against Corbyn when he wasn't even a year into the job. And lastly, how can we forget the insane logic that many centrists are working with when it comes to Hartlepool? Now that we know the Tories are leading quite comfortably in the polls, it seems many have resorted to trying to rewrite history. Emma Kennedy tweeted, in 2019, Hartlepool would have gone Tory if it hadn't been for the Brexit party splitting the vote. No point cherry-picking 2017 if you don't acknowledge Hartlepool was lost in 2019. If I was Labour, I wouldn't overthink Hartlepool. Hartlepool was already gone. What? Emma, Labour held Hartlepool in 2019. Period. Why is it that for Starmer's failures, we have to bend over backwards to twist a win under Corbyn into a loss, actually? People can and will vote the way they want to in this election. But let's get one thing straight. Whatever the results are, it's on Starmer, not Corbyn. If you enjoy...
So, yeah, there you have it. The right side of the Labour Party already trying to blame Corbyn for possibly losing Hartlepool to the Conservatives.
Yeah, it's a very fucked up world that we're living in. It really is. But I'm not a. I haven't got a swingometer, and that is literally what she said. But I can't predict the future. I can't predict the future, but as I've said on the Twitters, we all know how this is going to end. The twats will win.
Yeah.
And why will they win? Because Brexit and racism and all that kind of shit. That's just the crap country that we live in now.
It's it's that, but I would also add that Keir Starmer, the Labour Party at the moment, they don't have a vision. They don't have a clear vision of what they're offering as an alternative to the Tories.
To be fair, devil's advocate, we've got a bit of a pandemic thing going on.
Mm.
So you can't really say, I don't like you, even though I'm officially, that's my job to not like you. You can't do that when there's a pandemic and a really serious thing happening. And the Brexit thing, well, they're in a lose-lose situation because they either say, hello, Brexit was really good, or hello, Brexit is the shittest idea ever. Whichever one they choose, they've lost millions and millions of fucking voters. It's a no-win situation.
And people are also saying that the Tories are going to enjoy a vaccine bounce.
Oh, that's, yeah, of course, yeah.
Even though it had nothing to do with them.
Yeah, that's a thing. That is another thing that's going to happen because Boris, I'm using air quotes, Boris will be popular because he saved us with his vaccines. And here's the thing. Always remember, have we been checking what's trending? We are at war with France, so we win.
Yeah. Hey ho. But and unfortunately, we don't have a general election until 2024. So yeah, we've got to put up with them for another 3 years.
Technically, that's legally correct, but the twats are actually trying to change the Fixed Term Parliament Act, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we shall see. Anyway, that said, we've gone over the hour, and it's time to say good night.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Today's show has been brought to you by COD. I can't get COD, so I've got Weetabix. Eat COD. From Norway.
Hashtag not sponsored. Other wheat-based cereals are available.
But they don't taste like COD.
And so, thanks for watching.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mike. It's really okay, because if I wasn't here to watch, who the fuck would watch?
And thanks to all in the side chats for your contributions as well, and to those watching after the fact.
Nobody does that.
If you're new, then do subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video. Okay, bye for now.
Eat COD.